What did you like most about your team's performance tonight?
It was, for most part, we started on time. I thought played a little faster. I thought our breakouts were better. That was something we worked on yesterday. I thought a little bit of intensity from everybody. Grinding out that win hopefully gives us confidence.
How about sticking with it too? Quinn talked to us about that a moment ago, that you guys kept pressing and forechecking even once you built the lead and didn't back off and flip pucks.
Yeah, I thought it was better. We're still learning that. They make a push. We got to make sure that we don't. We push back. But for the most part, yeah, you got to like that.
You might have answered it there, but after Washington gets that goal, what was the most important thing for your group in that final 7.5 minutes?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. Neutral zone, don't back up, don't backward skate. Let's not back up. I think that's something we keep on talking as a group, and they're saying it too. So yeah, just keep going forward. I still think we turned down some shots. We could have tucked the puck to the net a couple times. I think that's something we'll stop. We'll stop pressure when you can just hold pucks and take the pucks to the net. Sometimes we defer of just kind of throwing it around. But like I said, I saw better aspects of that for our team, so we got to build off that.
What did you think of the defenseman Elias Pettersson debut? Some of the things you talked about this morning.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of the kid. I think he, how many games he plays, I don't know at this point, but I think he's just going to get better. He's got that swagger. He goes into piles and blows people up. He's not scared to do that, and he can stop cycles. That's what we need. We need guys that can, he's that young defenseman that you can really build off.
Was there any thought of challenging the Washington goal there?
Yeah, Dylan, who's excellent. He didn't think that he had full possession. It's a tough call. I mean, I always defer to him. I honestly didn't. I might have saw one angle. I didn't see very, very many angles, so probably not.
It seems like Quinn's hitting a new milestone, breaking another record every night.
Yeah.
What do you make of where his game's at right now?
Well, if you look the way we can learn from our team is when he attacks the inside. You call him small, whatever, but he's not scared to go the interior. That's how you score goals. He gets it and he goes right to. That's how he scored those 2 goals, right to the interior. He doesn't go outside. He goes right to the interior and makes that one. The first goal was incredible. If he doesn't go the interior, he doesn't score the goal. So I give him a lot of credit. And that's a big team. So when you go in, there's a lot of white jerseys around that middle. He's not scared of that. So that's what I love about the kid.
And that's what you want from the rest of your guys too, right? That's what's
Yeah.
been frustrating, is it not?
Yeah, we're trying to dive into that. I don't know if it's a confidence thing or I don't know what it is, but but it's on us coaches. We got to keep preaching it. We got to practice it. The problem is we don't have a lot of practices, but we got to really, really harp that more than ever because these last 30, 40 games, it's interior stuff. It's getting stuff to the net. It's having a guy in your back and just going to that. Look at their goal, right? It's all goal mouth scramble type of stuff. But sometimes we defer to going low to high all the time, and I think Hughes' goal is something that we can build off. Hey, look at him. He's taking it to the interior and making a play. I don't know if a lot of guys can make that backhand play, though. That's very few who could do that.
You guys are 8-2-2 on Saturday nights. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Does that surprise you?
No, I'm just glad we won. So, I don't know. It's a good record, though.
So, yeah, you had Höglander sat out last game, and he comes back in. He is on the forecheck and gets an assist on that first goal. He has 4 hits tonight. Did you like what you saw from him coming off of that scratch?
Yeah, he came in my office today. We talked again. He's, identity, build off your identity. He's got a kid. It's we're going to St. Louis. We got to see it again. I told him you got to be sustainable. He's got to. Obviously, he knows in his own end. He's actually getting a little bit better. But the forecheck is something we desperately need off him. We're looking for forecheckers. He's got to be that guy for us.
Even as your team has been struggling, your team has come up with some big wins against some tough teams, and then immediately followed them up with pretty disappointing performances.
Yep.
This is a big win against the top team in the NHL. How do you keep from having that same letdown in your next game?
Yeah, well, it's coaches, it's players. continually preaching the good things, and then, but also knowing that, we can't let our foot off the gas. So it's something that we've talked about all year. It's a confidence thing, I guess. But it's also a responsibility from everybody to be ready, and want that puck or want to be in those situations and not shy away from it. So, like I said, St. Louis game's a big game for us, and we gotta, it's a nice win, but then, like I said, we'll practice tomorrow and get back at it. That's the only way you can do it. I mean, it's just, don't get too high and too low.
Did you like the energy you got from Teddy Bluger's line tonight?
Yeah, I thought Teddy had a good game tonight. I thought he moved his feet. I thought that Deej was good on the forecheck, and I think Sass gave his minutes. Yeah, that fourth line really helped. I thought, wasn't afraid to use them. I put them against some of their top lines. I thought they did a good job against them.
What were you thinking when Di Giuseppe had that empty net and the glove saved by the Caps goal?
Yeah, I didn't, I thought he was out of the net. I was like, I thought there was too many men when he jumped on there. I thought they had 7 guys on it, but that was a hell of a save by him. Yeah, hell of a save.
Rick, I don't know if a turning point can occur in the first 2 minutes of the game, but how important was it to get through that siege? I mean,
Yeah.
for 2 minutes, to get through that without giving up a goal and give your team a little bit of confidence, I guess.
Yeah, it was a tough start, that one shift there, but I think once we held it, I think you saw some guys breathe a little bit. I think a couple of shifts after, we had a couple of good shifts back to back. I think that helps. If somebody has a bad shift or 2 bad shifts in a row, we're not, that third shift, we kind of regained it. Lately, it's been the third shift's bad and the fourth, and then all of a sudden you're chasing the game. I thought we stopped it, stopped that press from them. So, yeah, it's a good point.
You go on a road trip now, I mean, everyone talks about how the ice shrinks at this time of year in terms of space and the time. Is it easier to play that game on the road than it is at home?
I don't know. Sometimes you want to be on the road, sometimes you want to be at home. I don't know. I just, whatever sheet ice we play on, we gotta start to really get some traction, So whether it's in St. Louis or at home, we gotta find some traction.
So getting to the middle of the ice, not everyone skates like Quinn Hughes. They can't create those chances like he did to get to the inside. There's not a lot of big boys like the Caps have some big boys up front that can take the puck to the net and no one can really do anything about it.
Yeah.
What's the answer for your group?
Well, you can use your quickness, and you got to remember when you do take the interior, like they play man on man, right? So usually you man on man, the guy's behind you, so you got to have the patience to be able to have a guy on your back and take it to the interior. So I think you'd use your quickness. You have to, listen, let's face it, you have to have some courage too to get in the interior, but I think you can use your quickness, and you got to. I remember I used to talk to Sidney Crosby about this. His heart rate was always the same. If a guy was on his back or wherever, you don't panic. The guy's on your back. That we talk about that all the time. So to answer your question, don't be afraid when somebody's got it. Take it to the interior and then make a play.
Do you feel like there's too much deferring to the point man?
1,000,000%. It's been a struggle all year trying to. I shouldn't say a struggle. It's something that we've talked about. And we'll have a game where you'll go, wow, we did that, and then it's the sustainability is what we're having a tough time with, and hopefully a game like this, Quinn getting a goal, you can build off that. Practice it more when we practice. We actually talked about that, tweaking our practices where we, instead of having 3 or 4 points, just basically do a lot of interior offensive stuff just for half hour. Don't even worry about defense. I think we have to start doing that more. So tweaking our practice will help. And it's on us coaches to really preach it.